Okay. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Warriors of Wisdom. We're going to talk about this topic that has become real popular for the past, I want to say, 4 years. It's really become very prevalent in social media and the internet. Are these rappers and entertainers puppets of a 300-year-old organization called the Illuminati? You know, is there any validity in this? Because they may have encrypted satanic symbols in rap videos, does that automatically make them Illuminati, or are they just rappers who happen to worship the devil? Um, I have a particular stance on this, but Gorilla Hebrew brought some information. He gonna go more in depth on it. So, what you got for us, bro?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Of course, want to start off by saying, shalom, and give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Most High God, in the name of His only begotten Son. Man, got us another PowerPoint this week for Warriors of Wisdom through the Spirit, man. Yeah, it's a lot of information. And the deep thing is, like, every topic that we're coming with, for this Warriors of Wisdom series, it all like ties in together. Like, this is going to tie into the atheism and the homosexual agenda and the matriarchy, and all of it. It all ties in together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the deeply spiritual thing about it. And everything just comes full circle. When we're dealing with the Most High. 1 second.
And that's good you said that, because it's all, when it comes to our problems, they all are connected in one way or another. So when you attack one and you fix one problem, it's going to create some kind of domino effect, and that's what we trying to do. Because usually the domino effect falls on the other side. It's like one problem creates another problem, another problem, and now let's do a domino effect with solutions. One solution solved this, then that solution solved that. So let's do it that way this time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me 1 second. I'm gonna send this to a couple brothers real quick, and then we could get started.
Yeah, I'm about to post this. So yeah, but I came about this because I actually, got into a I don't want to call it a debate, but there's brothers out here to where this kind of stuff fascinates them so much that they want it to be true, that they'll bend the facts just in order for it to be true. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's creating this stew of misinformation that I find alarming. So when it comes to this Illuminati rapper thing, I'm like, who is the originator of it? That's the first question I would. Who was the first to say these rappers are Illuminati puppets? Because that's the person I would want to investigate.
Yeah. I was looking at something when I was doing my research, and it was in reference to the use of the term Illuminati. A lot of rappers started using it when we had that conscious craze, early 90s. A lot of guys out of New York were knowledgeable about the Illuminati, the New World Order, things of that nature. You had your public enemies and and things like that. So it was being referenced then. Then it kind of died out for a while, going into the late 1990s, early 2000s, and then mid to late 2000s into the 2010s. We see the references to the Illuminati skyrocket. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's now become a part of the pop culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes me very skeptical. That right there alone makes me wonder, like, what really is the agenda here? Why is it a part of pop culture?
Well, that's good that you said that, because in the presentation, we're gonna get to some information through the Spirit that basically the ideology is their agenda is to utilize the media to make them a part of pop culture, to where everybody's desensitized to what they got going on, to where it's not a big deal. It's kind of like a joke. At one point, it was a taboo. Now it's
Ah.
kind of like, oh, you know, hey, look, you threw up a diamond. Hey, Illuminati. Oh, ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the agenda. You see what I'm saying? To where it's not that big of a deal. And they're using various platforms. Of course, we're gonna kind of zero in on, you know, the rap music platform. Of course, being that, you know, that's the demographic that we see the most. Of course, they're using other mechanisms as well, but you know, we're gonna focus on this because this is what is predominantly, primarily aimed at our people. You know what I mean? And we're their biggest target. You know, Black, Hispanic, and Native American. That's their biggest target. That's clear from when they financed the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? They financed the conquest of the Americas. It's clear who their primary target is. You know, not saying that they don't target and pollute other races. You know what I'm saying? But we're definitely the number one on their radar. But yeah, this is the Illuminati and rap. All right. One of my first slide here. All right, it's a Kendrick Lamar quote. He said, "Who said a black man in the Illuminati? Last time I checked, that was the biggest racist party." Right, and that was a very true and serious quote. A misconception that people often have is that these Jay-Z's, these Beyoncé's, and you know, all these different black entertainers that are under all of this fire are actual members of the Illuminati. That's a damn lie. That's a misconception. Okay. Let's see who's in the Illuminati. The 13 families. Okay, you got to be in one of these 13 families to actually be in the Illuminati. Rothschild, the Bruce, the Cavendish, the Demichi, the Hanovers, the Habsburgs, the Krupps, the Plant. I don't even know how to say that damn name. My apologies. The Rockefellers, the Romanovs, the Sinclairs, the Warburgs, or the Windsors. This is the Illuminati. Anybody else is just working for these individuals. Like if you go get a job at Target and you're pushing carts, just because you got on a Target shirt and you pushing them red carts and they pay you a check, that doesn't mean you're a part of Target. You work for Target. You understand what I'm saying? We have to understand these things. You have people that are lower level puppets or pawns, or you know, they do the bidding of these people, but they're not reaping the immense benefits that these people are, and they're not the ones that are promoting these agendas, that are coming up with these blueprints, that are doing any of these things. You see what I'm saying? They are just the puppets utilized to push these agendas. We have to understand that. Okay, like Kendrick said, the Illuminati is the biggest racist party because their primary target are our people. Okay. Next slide. How the 13 rule. Each of the 13 ruling families is given an area of the earth and or a particular function to fulfill on the earth. These particular functions include global finances, military technology and development, mind control, religion, and media. Okay, media is a key way that they push their agenda. All right, this is where the rap music and you know the black entertainers come into play. Okay, real quick, doing some history. Let's take a look at the 13 and the United States of America. In 1776, the creation of the United States as an independent nation coincided with the declaration into public existence of the official Illuminati organization by member Adam Weishaupt in Bavaria. Bavaria is a part of Germany, okay? Publicly, Mr. Weishaupt appeared to be determined to create an organization comprised of the European elite, white elite, that would uplift mankind. We're talking about the same white people that have raped, robbed, and murdered the entire planet Earth, have came together, called themselves elite, and said that their agenda and plan was to uplift mankind. That's suspect in and of itself. Okay. Of course, this was part of an Illuminati global ceremony. The creation for the United States and the Illuminati's global ceremony. My apologies. The creation of the United States and the Illuminati organization were artificial beings for public consumption. The United States was the device to be used to bring the Illuminati into public acceptance, like we were just talking about. Now it's a part of pop culture because the United States of America part of the creation of this country and the ideology of this country. This land of the free, home of the brave, new world order that you see on your dollar bill is all a part of the agenda to desensitize you to this elite group of people that is socially engineering the world. You understand what I'm saying? Real quick, this is Psalm 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see what I'm saying? And the secret counsel of the wicked, we can apply that to the Illuminati and their secret counsel, what they want to do. One of their things they want to do is they want to decrease the population of the world to 500 million from its some 6 billion or something like that is currently at. The majority of the people that they're going to be targeting to exterminate, and when they're trying to reduce the population of 500 million, are Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So we need to ask Yahweh Shem Yahushua to hide us from the secret council, or to give us immunity and to pardon us and to be with us to protect us from all the vices of the devil and the wicked. You see what I'm saying?
And let me tell you something. I just want to make this quick comment. And I understand the method in which they're going to do this. When you look at these Trayvon Martins and these Eric Garners and Michael Browns, I think they're there for the purpose of, hey, let's keep poking at the hornet's nest, and black people are going to snap and just start killing random white folk. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen. There'll be liberals and Democrats, white folk, that will pretend to be on our side, and they'll say something like, well, it's wrong that, you know, we had to put these blacks in concentration camps, but we just can't tell the good blacks from the bad blacks. So they shouldn't treat them bad in them concentration camps. They should give them food, right? Like, they belong to be in there because we don't know who's who. But I see that's what they're doing. Like, with all these cases, they're just poking at the hornet's nest, and you know, that officer, the officer got killed the other day at a Michael Brown rally, right? So
yeah, they got shot. Two of them got shot. I thought they had got killed, but everybody told me they got shot.
Okay, they got shot, but see,
which that got set up written all over it.
Yeah, it's like that's what the powers that be wants to happen. They want to keep poking the hornet's nest, so where we just snap, now they got an excuse to round us up.
Yeah. Definitely. It's all a part of the agenda. Like you pointed out, you're gonna have liberal Democrats. The information that I was just going into were all excerpts from a particular book, which I'm gonna reference at the end. And in that book, there's a whole chapter in that book about how the Illuminati created two political parties and they control both of them. So they control the right and the left wing. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear that liberal Democrat come and say, well, we don't know which black people are good and bad, it's all a part of the agenda, even though they oppose what you know, the right wing or you know, your conservative Republicans. They are what they call controlled opposition. This is all a game. They call the realm of politics the political arena or the political theater. It's all theater. You understand what I'm saying? There's definitely a major agenda, like that whole thing the brother referenced within Ferguson, them two cops getting shot at that rally during the protest. In my opinion, that got set up, written all over it. To me, it just doesn't make sense. I don't see a nigga in that, and you know, a so-called black person, you know, a brother in that instance, pulling a pistol out in that environment and clapping at the cops, and then whoever shot it clearly got away. See, now this is an excuse to crack down even harder on our people. You see what I'm saying? So we got to watch these devils closely because they've been doing this for a long time. So
intelligent, man.
They know what they're doing.
Goodness gracious!
And they push various vibrations, which is what we've been talking about since, you know, the inception of Warriors of Wisdom, from the atheism to the homosexuality agenda to the matriarchal agenda. You see what I'm saying? All the way to this. It's all a part of their agendas, and they all work cohesively. You understand what I'm saying? They work cohesively to do, you know, to do the bidding. And we're going to get a little further off into the bidding here in a second. What I want to do now is go to a Lil Wayne quote, okay, from his song "Drop the World." Right? He said a few very key things in that song. He said, "I know what they don't want to tell you. I hope you're heaven sent, and I hope you're hell proof." which is in reference to there's an agenda to exterminate or to eliminate a large group of people. But the only way you're going to receive immunity from that is if you're heaven sent, meaning chosen by God, which will make you hell proof, okay, or destruction proof. Next thing he says is, but wisdom is bleak, and that's a word from the wise, right? And then he says, serve to survive, murder, and bribe. So he is admitting that he serves somebody in order to survive, and that somebody he serves, in serving him, has to murder and bribe. Not necessarily directly commit murders, but the promotion of that murder. You understand what I'm saying? Who is he serving? He is serving these 13 families, you know, who serve the spiritual demon Satan. But that is who he's serving. He's letting you know that. Then he says, wisdom is bleak, right? Let's go to what bleak means. Bleak means not hopeful or encouraging, unlikely to have a favorable outcome. So he's like, look, all that wisdom that you have, it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to stop these people from killing you when the time comes. You understand what I'm saying? Only thing that's going to stop that from happening is if you serve them, if you become subservient to them, if you surrender your soul over to them. That's basically the moral of a few lines that Lil Wayne said in that song. And that is actually the sentiment of a lot of our people, and a lot of our people that we see in the music industry or the entertainment industry, period, that we see being accused of Illuministic or, you know, Freemasonic association. Okay, that the reason why they are doing this, and the reason why they have become subservient, and the reason, you know, for them selling out is because they have this mindset that wisdom is bleak, that knowing the law, statutes, commandments that the Most High God gave us, that knowing the truth isn't going to really profit you anything, because these people are going to do what they want to do, and there's no might in our hands to prevent or stop that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go here to Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And that's a lot of our people. We delight in simplicity. We hate knowledge. We delight in our scorning. You understand what I'm saying? We don't want to hear the truth. We would rather hear rap songs where these demonic agendas are being promoted. You see what I'm saying? It's Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that's your Lil Waynes. That's your various people that are caught up in this entertainment that have become pawns and puppets for the Illuminati. Not members of the Illuminati, but pawns and puppets. You are delighting in evil. You are wise to do this evil, but you have no knowledge to do good. What is good? The righteous things described in the Bible. That's what's good in the eyes of the Most High. But
I want to make a comment about that.
Go ahead.
Now, I just want to make a quick comment about that. When we talking about the Illuminati using these rappers, I think their purpose is what you said, the desensitizing the Illuminati. It's like it's a part of just everyday life now. Oh yeah, Illuminati, like you said, somebody do a dog. Oh, that's Illuminati. Like, so what they're doing is, and I asked the question, I'm like, why are they putting all these symbols and stuff in their videos and stuff? You know, what is that accomplishing? Well, it's just they're putting. This is what they're doing. They put symbols and stuff in the videos so we can talk about the symbols and stuff in the videos. That's the whole purpose of it, just so we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And then we're now desensitized of it. So now it's going to get to a point to where somebody can just come out. Oh yeah, we're the Illuminati because, you know, pop culture likes that name so much. Yeah, we're just going to call ourselves that. Like, kind of like it's just a nothing kind of thing. Like, we're just doing it because it's like something cute to call ourselves. Since everybody thinks we're that anyway, we might as well call ourselves that. Like, I see it going around that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. It's like, because a lot of times we talk about the different Illuminati messages and symbols that appear in hip-hop videos, and a lot of us will totally overlook when you go outside, when you go to a strip mall, and take a look at the way that it is constructed, and the symbols and the themes that go with that in the construction of some of these structures that we go into every day. You'll see the same Illuminati symbols right there. When you go to the men's bathroom, and you see
Mm-hmm.
a triangle for men and a circle for women. That's ancient occult symbolism. Triangle
Mm.
symbolizing the phallus. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
People having fish on the back of their cars. I mean, every day we see these things. It's not just it has eventually became a part of the rap music, and we now become more conscious of it because we oftentimes pay more attention to that. You see what I'm saying? But it's in every aspect of our lives. You see what I'm saying? In
Mm-hmm.
like in China, you know, where they deal with like Confucianism and Taoism and things of that nature, their whole culture is built from the toys that children play with. It is built around ideologies and themes that go with that philosophy. It's the same thing here in America. From the time that we're children, we are being introduced to things, symbols, themes that all go with this agenda on various levels. You see what I'm saying? This is how you indoctrinate people through introducing things to them as early as you possibly can, desensitizing it to them and making them to accept it, whether consciously or subconsciously.
So you're basically molding the clay while it's soft.
Yep, there you go. There you go. That's
Man.
it. That's exactly it. Um, this next slide here, covenant with death. Okay. Talking about those of our people who have sold their souls and are willingly puppets for these groups who are looking to control and confuse and deceive. Okay. This is Isaiah 28, starting at verse 14. Wherefore, hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men, that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. We know now we're not an organized nation. Okay, we're scattered. We don't really have rulers or political leaders that represent us. Really, what we have as our leaders are rappers or
Mm-hmm.
R&B singers, because that's who we follow. Let's just be honest here. The
Mm-hmm.
average black kid don't give a good goddamn what Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton or even Barack Obama is talking about. He cares what Lil Wayne is talking about, what Jay-Z is talking about, what Young Thug is talking about. That's what our people care
You know
about.
what? You know what though? Some might care about Barack Obama, and that's what makes me kind of scared. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
because
because Barack Obama pushes a lot of this too
you
on
see what
on
I'm
a much
saying?
higher
Yeah,
level.
because listen, Barack Obama is the most powerful Kushite since Nimrod.
Yeah,
Just think about that. The only other Kushite that had more power than him is Nimrod. Now, is this all coincidence or is it linked up together? I'm just saying.
yeah. A lot of people have either have made that observation. The correlation between Obama and Nimrod and things like that. And like you said, some of our people. I mean, I'll say the majority, not so much Jesse and Al, but more of our people are going to listen to Barack based off the fact that he's actually the president.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, what are some of the things that he's been fighting for? Homosexual rights, going back to the
Mm-hmm.
homosexual agenda. So it's all,
Mm-hmm.
it all works. It all works cohesively. But it says, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. So, we name some of our rulers, mostly our entertainers, and in certain cases, even Barack Obama. Verse 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. That's what you do when you sell your soul. That's what you do when you become a puppet and a slave for these elite Caucasian banking families. You have made a covenant with death. And with hell, we are at agreement. You are at agreement with hell, all right? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hid ourselves. So a lot of our people that do sell out, a lot of these entertainers, these Little Waynes and things like this, their attitude is that because they got in bed with these white people, when everything hits the fan and these crackers begin to crack down on our people, put us in concentration camps and things like that, like the brother was alluding to earlier, that they will be exempt and receive immunity from that because they had already pledged their allegiance to these crackers. You see what I'm saying? Verse 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. And that's in reference to the Messiah, who the world inwardly calls Christ, Yahweh Shai. Okay? He that believeth shall not make haste. Verse 17, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. So the Most High said, irregardless of the covenant that you made with these people, or the safety that you think you're going to have from selling out to these people, the Lord is going to do away with all that and judge all of our people that sold their soul. Verse 18, and your covenant, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead, bro.
And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. So irregardless if you sell out or what kind of immunity that these white people promised you for selling out and being their slave, the Most High God is going to judge you for the wickedness that you're doing to his people. Go ahead, though.
And here's the thing. Do you ever hear rappers talk about killing white people?
No, hell no.
Who are they killing?
Each other.
It's not white. I've never heard a rap song where they're like, hey, let's kill the white folk. They talk about dead niggas. How many niggas they kill.
Yep.
I've never heard a gangster song talking about we went into suburbia and that was stealing from our people. I haven't heard them make that song.
Yep.
But I hear them talking about selling poison to mothers on the street. These are people in your neighborhood, and you're selling them this poison.
Yep.
So you rap about killing other black people, robbing other black people, and giving poison to other black people.
Yeah.
And these things are glorified.
And
that's
also,
by design. That's not coincidence.
You also rap about selling poison to other black people and using the profits from that poison that you would use it to destroy your own community to get as far away from your own community as possible.
Oh boy. That's by design, man. And I even go a step further. As far as the Illuminati puppets and the rappers, I'm questioning even if they're conscious of what exactly they're doing.
Yeah.
I think this quote unquote white man or Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, they're such wizards at understanding how the human brain works. I think they with their techniques. You can look this up. Neuro-linguistic transmitting. If you notice, there's certain ways you can move your hands around when you talk to somebody, the way you move your head, or certain like things that can trigger certain effects in their psyche.
Yeah.
When you talk, you know what I'm saying?
The brother, real quick,
guys,
the brother went actually. The brother was telling me he saw something in Vegas where this dude was doing that, where he was talking to people and doing certain things and showing how he was affecting their thought process by what he was doing and showing how he was influencing their decisions and what was going on in their mind by merely speaking to them and doing certain hand signs and certain gestures with the body language.
Yeah. Now these peoples have mastered that. So when these rappers get up and they start dealing with these people will talk to them. It probably won't even bring up the Illuminati, but they'll talk to them, conveying a certain kind of message that they want them to put in their music. And you also have to add the domino effect has already took place. So when you got like these little young up and coming rappers, they're already rapping about killing one another, selling drugs, so the work has already been put into play. So now they don't even need contact from the Illuminati because they're already doing the work.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a good point too. Every rapper doesn't go and to some top floor office in New York and meet some Jewish guy and do a blood sacrifice. Some of these guys, they're just already preconditioned because of the guys that came before them that already did it. Like, you know, you got your Jay-Z's, you got your upper echelon dudes. You could clearly tell they've been involved in some secret meetings. But your brand new guys on the scene, nah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Jay Electronica is dating an Illuminati bloodline, right? He actually
got a baby. He's got a baby by this woman.
That is insanity.
He's got a baby by this woman, and this is still the man. Now and he's the only person that talks against white people in his songs. The guy who's got a baby by a Rothschild. The guy who got on stage at the BET Awards and said in front of the whole world, "How dare you use something views on the original Jews in reference to black people." This is the guy who could say that.
Yeah. Now
the rest of y'all can't.
Now the $1 million question is, I want to know what he has on the Rothschilds to where they're allowing him to do this. I think he got something on him.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think he got something on him to where it's like, hey, if anything happens to me, this secret's going to go everywhere. And he probably got it through their daughter. So it got to be real. That's why they're allowing him to do this. Like, dude.
Yeah. There's got to be something, because when I seen that BET, I did a video on that BET Awards performance.
You know, I saw that. I actually saw that video you did on it.
Okay, yeah. See, because it was like, wow, he really just did that. He really just said that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that he got away with doing that.
Dude, he was talking about his father-in-law.
he was talking about the synagogue of Satan.
Dude, who he has a baby with. Dude, that's like, yo, that's insanity, man. Like, he got something over them, man. I would just advise him not to get too cocky.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he got something over them that they have to just accept him for what it is. Like, because there's no way they just go allow him to do that without him having some kind of leverage.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. That's crazy. But yeah, you know, like the brother was saying, you got a domino effect. You got upper echelon dudes that have made these deals that influence these younger guys to act as if they made these deals and to continue with the agenda, continue pushing the agenda without actually having to do the things or go through the process or get put on the highest level as some of the other guys. Okay. But let's go into this. This is enter Alice Bailey. Okay, one of the highest praised illuminists. Alice Bailey laid out the blueprint for how they would influence the world. It's called the 10-point charter, as laid out by Alice Bailey to destroy Christianity, e.g. God's laws. Okay, so Alice Bailey said, you know, much of the world is dealing with Christianity. We have to destroy Christianity. We have to destroy the ideals and the morals instilled in people by the Bible. Okay, let's go into this. It's a 10-point chart. We're going to hit probably about 5 of them. Not in order. We're going to do it, you know, as everything sees fit.
I just want to announce some. The brother Mikael just hopped in. He has some input on some. Mikael, you there, bro? Well, I guess he doing his thing. Go ahead, bro. I was just introducing the brother.
All right, for sure. Now it says destroy the Judeo-Christian family structure or the traditional Christian family structure. Right? Mm-hmm. She says it is oppressive, and that the family is the core of the nation. If you break the family, you break the nation. And we got to think about going back to that matriarchy lesson, how our nation was broken. Okay, but liberate the people from the confines of this structure. How? How do you do that? Promote sexual promiscuity. Free young people to the concept of premarital sex. Let them have free sex. Lift it so high that the joy of enjoying it is the highest joy in life. Fantasize it, and everybody will feel proud to be seen to be sexually active, even those outside of marriage. Use the advertising industry, media, TV, magazines, film industry to promote sexual enjoyment as the highest pleasure in humanity. So they utilize the media to use their agenda to destroy the family structure and to promote the most promiscuous sex acts. Okay, this is one of the main things that they do. All right, now we know when we listen to our music, rap music, this is what's being promoted: having one night stands effing bitches and leaving them, losing their numbers, women jumping around, hopping man to man. All these things are prevalent
Hey,
within rap music, right?
now check this out.
Go ahead.
Rap music is a plagiarization of Kemet.
You know what? There you go.
The rap music plagiarized Kemet. You know, if you want to talk about plagiarism, you got it right there.
Yeah, talk about your rappers, because they definitely took took a page out of that book.
And check this out: the Catholic Church is a plagiarization of Kemet.
That's right. That's right.
If they want to say Catholicism stole from Kemet, they are 1,000,000% correct.
Yep. Oh yeah. But Catholicism has barely anything at all to do with the Bible. Well, that's what people don't understand.
Hey, brother Mikael, you there?
Yeah, shalom, brother Hebrew. Shalom, brother Al. I'll be with you in 1 second. Let me take care of something.
I just want to introduce you. This brother Mikael, coming in, bringing in some input. Go ahead, bro, Gorilla Hebrew.
All right. Where I want to go now is the Billboard Hot 100. I'm going to take a look at some of the top songs right now, the top hip-hop and R&B songs that are appearing in the Billboard Hot 100. The Billboard Hot 100 is not genre specific. It's just dealing with, the songs in general. Basically, taking a look at the Billboard Hot 100 and taking a look at some of the lyrics or some of the themes that are being promoted in some of the top black songs in the country right now. Number 11 is Usher, I Don't Mind, featuring Juicy J. Okay, and it supports and promotes young black women to strip and sees no problem with a young black woman being a stripper. I don't mind that you're a stripper. Number 20, She Knows by Neo, and coincidentally enough, featuring Juicy J. Juicy J does essentially the same thing, right? Let's go to this song, Truffle Butter. Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and Drake. I mean, number one, if we take a look at the album art, if Lil Wayne and Drake weren't on this this cover, I wouldn't see a problem with it being that it's a female. But I mean, Lil Wayne and Drake's face appearing in the form of some makeup, that's suspect in and of itself. But
that do look kind of suspect.
That's suspect, you see.
But and that's cool. But bro, look at the femininity within the style of dress that men wear today.
Chest all out. You see that?
The tight jeans, the tight shirts. Some like this guy. I was walking around downtown. This dude had rhinestones on his shirt. Had literally tight. I'm like, what? Since when did men do this?
Since guys like these started coming out and promoting that. Oh, man. Now Truffle Butter is number 14 right now on the Billboard Hot 100, right? Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne. Drake says in the song, I could probably make some stepsisters fuck each other. Now we're promoting homosexuality, lesbianism, right? Nicki Minaj then goes on to say, I might kiss the baddest bitch if you dare me. We see the agenda being pushed.
They've succeeded with the women, though. Listen, there is no... A woman can kiss another woman on television. It will make no headline news.
Everybody will clap for it. Oh, look.
But it's funny. It's almost a rites, especially for college girls. It's almost a rites of passage for them to make out with another woman.
Yeah.
You know. But the men, they're having a little harder charge. I don't think that will... What man on man, that kind of thing, I don't think that will ever be fully accepted. It's just too,
Well, I mean, it's definitely made some headway. I mean, just from the style of dress that men are wearing and like that, it's working. And we compare, what is it, 2015 to 1995. They done made a lot of headway in 20 years.
Yeah.
You correct. Yeah.
I just like to say, beautiful show, brother. This is a very good topic. But yes, it will. Yes, it will. Because the thing about perversion, it grows. It grows like a virus, man. The Most High knew that. That's why when he used to send us through places like that, he told us to kill everything moving. I mean, that might sound cruel, but that's why. like he just said, from when I came up in the late 80s and early 90s, the just the attire of men alone has become to the point where basically you got you got big old boys that's supposed to be the macho standard walking around with leggings on. Leggings.
Yeah.
Leggings with their hair highlighted 3-4 different colors. Come on, man. So go ahead, brothers. I just want to interject that.
A grown ass black man walking down the street like that. That's unheard of. You know? And it's a damn shame. And we're reading the lyrics from these people who promote this agenda. Lil Wayne, who was the guy who came on stage with Jagan, he's been one of the forerunners of this effeminizing dress movement. Not only that, but not to mention his kissing of various men in the public eye. He promotes the use of cocaine in his sexual innuendo. So not only is he promoting the sale of these narcotics, he's actually promoting the use of it. Now let's go here to this song, another song by the same three amigos. Okay, only in this song, Nicki Minaj promotes orgies and Drake promotes adultery in this song. Also a chart topper in the Billboard Hot 100. Let's go to the next one. Let's take a look at the dress these guys got on. Look how tight those jeans are. Look at the.
Look at that.
Just look.
I'm just like, what happened to the black man? What happened? Like,
somebody castrated him.
Oh God,
bro. You know what, brothers, man? Like, real talk. I can be silly sometimes, but this not even funny. How can you go to war and expect to defend yourself, man, when you got to keep pulling your jeans out your nuts? That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. That's a great observation. This is crazy. And then and this whole tying your sweater around your waist, that's just suspect to me as well. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just looks hella suspect. I mean, it is what it is. But let's go to some of these lyrics from AO. I believe it's number 27 on the charts. Chris Brown promotes orgies in the hook. Tiger says, in my section, less niggas, more lesbians. And Chris Brown says, I got your bitch, I'm that nigga. So he's bragging about stealing your girl, committing adultery. Tiger again promotes lesbianism and orgies and things, all type of debauchery. This is the average norm in rap songs now. Every chart-topping hip-hop or R&B song has homosexuality and adultery being promoted in. Every single one. We just went through that. I just went through the top, like 25, 27 songs. I know it would have got worse and worse. It would have kept going on. And that's just the Billboard. That's not even the rap and hip-hop charts where we could go through every single song. This is the Billboard Top 100, the top songs that are getting spun across the country. See what I'm saying? Let's go here to the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, 14th chapter, starting the 23rd verse. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, strange rituals. We watch these award shows, we watch these music videos. Oftentimes, we are actually watching a strange reveling or ritual right before our eyes. Verse 24. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, dealing with homosexuality, adultery, all this immoral activity. That's leaving neither lives nor marriages undefiled. But either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery. We just saw that clearly being pushed. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, talking about the murderous aspect of a lot of this rap music. Because of the adultery, because of the immorality, it leads to blood reigning or ruling within our people, and our people being driven by the shedding of blood. Manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury. Verse 26, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, that deals with homosexuality, disorder in marriage, the promotion of adultery, and shameless uncleanness. And that's what we see in this music, shameless uncleanness. People are proud to be unclean and defiled. Right, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. Okay, and dealing with selling your soul, idol worship comes a part of that. Okay, even the whole ideology that somebody on TV is your idol. You see what I'm saying? Verse 20,
American Idol.
American Idol. There we go. Right. A lot of our people want to pile on American Idol and show you how good they sung growing up at church, right? Because they want to become an idol.
Hmm.
Verse 28. For either they are mad when they be merry, meaning they're insane when they be merry, when they're at these parties, when they're quote unquote turning up, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves. And that's what it is. Either they're going crazy, they're prophesying lies, they're living totally unjustly and lawlessly, all right, or they're forswearing themselves. All right. Brings me to my next slide. You ready for this slide? This is the meat. This is the meat of this whole thing.
Oh, you done took the gloves off. You done took the gloves off. Now wait a minute. Hold on. How do you defend this? How? The brother. How do you sit there and say, oh, that's just fashion, dude? How am I not supposed to look at that and say that is suspect? How am I not supposed to do that?
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about this guy. All right, Young Thug. Right, he does these things which any guy that you know that would do this would likely get ostracized. Nobody would mess with this dude, but what they do is so crazy. If you go to MTV Jams, right, one of the few television stations that's going to give you rap music 24 hours a day, in 1 hour's time, my little brother watches this often. So I was talking to my little brother the other day. He was watching MTV Jams. We kicking it for maybe an hour. In an hour's time, you're going to see Young Thug's face 5 to 6 times, either one of his songs or a song that he's featured on. 5 or 6 times in the course of an hour on MTV Jams. Songs that you're going to nod your head to. It's got a good melody, got a nice beat. This guy's just on it, okay? Because they're going to take this guy, they're going to force him down everybody's throats. They're going to put him on all the hardest songs, give him all the best beats, but then they're going to have him dressing like this, to where you're still going to listen to his music because it's catchy, because you like it, and then you're going to be more inclined to accepting the antics that he does outside of his music. Like,
let me tell you what's dangerous about him. This wouldn't have been a problem if he just came out and said, yeah, I'm gay. If he just did that, it wouldn't have been so dangerous, because it's like, okay, he's dressing like a gay guy. No, this guy proclaims to be straight, and this is portraying this message of, hey, you could be straight and dress like this. Dressing like this doesn't automatically make you a homosexual. You know, you're just into fashion. Now that's the real trickery of it all.
Yeah, and calling another man bae or hubby, that doesn't make you gay.
See, but that's the whole thing. See, right now it's not gay to say babe and hubby. Later on down the line, they're going to say, hey, as long as you're pitching and not catching, you're not gay. They're going to say that. That's the next step.
Yeah.
You know, because they say, hey, you're having sex like with a woman. You're not gay. It's just he's not a woman, but you're doing it like he is a woman, so therefore you're not gay. See, that's the next step.
Yep. That is the next. That's the next step. And it's working on the youth, especially. In November when I met with Polite, right? His daughter, 2 of his daughters were there. The 15 or 16-year-old one, and then the 9-year-old one. Now after we had wrapped up, we were talking about Young Thug. I had mentioned something about Young Thug to Polite, and Polite wasn't familiar with Young Thug. But his daughter immediately hopped up to Young Thug's defense and said, oh, you know, when he says bae or hubby, it just means like it's his bestie, it's his rider, it's his day one. It's not gay.
that? How do you defend that?
She fell for it. You see what I'm saying? And you know, Young Thug's one of her favorite artists right now. So it's like the youth are falling for this hard, you know, clearly. Which it all ties into different parts of their agenda. Another part of their agenda, which Lord willing we're going to get to, is the aspect of their agenda that alienates children from parents and makes children not want to be what their parents want them to be. So any values or morals that your parents could have instilled in you, you automatically reject, and you turn to the media that they're force feeding you to get your morals, to get your direction. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's all a part of it. This is why they got the youth. I want to get into this guy, Young Thug, real quick. On this, he got a song called "Oh Yeah," right? In the song, he says, "You know I miss him. This shit right here too fast. I want to kiss him. Every time I talk to him, I wish I had a missile. Just sitting back thinking what he'd be like on them crystals." Not exactly sure what all of this means, but he definitely is talking about his desire to want to kiss a man.
Wow.
Now,
wow. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, brother. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to get off the show. And no, honestly, no, you need to bring this out because it's what's going on. I'm tired of our people looking the other way. And then they say little stuff like, oh, well, you know, that's the style right now. I don't give a dang on it. You see what I'm saying? We had styles back then.
That's right.
But it was whatever was inappropriate was still inappropriate. You know, I'm going to keep it real. We started the pants sagging in the early 90s. But we wasn't that ridiculous. Your whole booty wasn't out, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was still bad, but I take responsibility that we started it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they just said, no, that wasn't low enough. No, that ain't low enough. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people, they say the little rumors like it started in prison with homosexuality. I believe that was a restart because the truth is I did the research. Do y'all know where the sagging pants started? It started during slavery, where they would look at the most rebellious. They said that they was escape-prone slaves, and they would get a master would get him super big pants, so that he had to hold them up.
Couldn't run.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So either way it go is bad. Either way it go is negative. You know, so man, keep bringing it, man. But I can't. I'm looking at this lyric, man. It say every time I talk to him, wish I had a missile.
How do
you know what that is?
No, I'm just saying.
You know what the missile is. Let's keep it 100. The missile is it's either a sex toy or his phallus. And then it say, thinking what he'd be like on them crystals. Them the balls, man. I can't do this, man. They going most high finna destroy me, man. I'm sick of it.
Man, this is just crazy.
I love you, brothers, in a very straight, macho, manly, Hebraic way. Like a fist. Right. I might just hit you with a jaw type love. Like I don't even want to hug nobody right now. I love y'all, brother. Shalom. I'll come back and check the archives out, man. Keep it kicking, Doug.
Shalom. Yeah, man. This is devastating right here, bro.
Oh yeah. Now watch this. In his chart-topping hit "Lifestyle," where Young Thug pairs with his hubby / bae, Rich Homie Quan, he claims a female couldn't give him an erection.
Wait, hold on. Dude, and how is this, like, how do people support this man?
No idea.
How do we... Man, this is crazy, man. But you know, I noticed there's other now I've heard people say he's doing all this pretending to be gay just to get on. But that's even worse. It's like, why?
Well, people say that, but I'm going to bring the information out. And I'm going to show you why he's doing these things. It ain't to try to get on.
Oh, man.
It's much more sinister. And he doesn't understand why he's doing what he's doing. But he's definitely being engineered and told to do these things. And that's what the next slide is all about. Now let me tell you something. Young Thug at a concert recently, after Rich Homie Quan made the statement that he's falling back from Rich Gang, Young Thug called him Bitch Homie Quan. This is just like a week ago. Yeah.
I saw it.
You see that? So now Rich Homie Quan may be having a conscience, may be questioning some of the things he might have been doing or involved with or been moving towards, and now plans to fall back. Now Young Thug is acting like a jilted woman and calling him Bitch Homie Quan on stage.
I saw that.
So it's a lot of little things that are going on, man. A lot of little things that are going on, not to mention the fact that he's under Baby's wing, and we know what comes with being with Baby, okay? Kissing on the mouth and calling somebody daddy who you have no relation to.
And it's funny because they tried to say him kissing it on the mouth was like some mafia stuff. No.
The mafia don't do that.
No, but the mafia do kiss somebody on the mouth, but that means you're a dead man.
You know what? You're right.
That's a hit. They'll kiss you on the mouth when they know you about to get whacked.
The kiss of death.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the only time. So you can't say it's mom. They will only kiss somebody on the mouth, warning them that we are about to whack you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it wasn't no gangster mafia stuff. That was just you wanting to kiss your, your matter of fact, Lil Wayne was kissing his mentor in every bit of the Greek. Like how the Greeks had the Greek mentor with the mentor. That's what they were practicing.
Now I'm glad you said that because I totally forgot about that. And I should have actually included that into the presentation, the mentor thing. Because people talk about how you have a younger dude and he'll start getting close to a more established hip hop artist who's more juiced in. And that's that mentor apprentice thing. He's bringing them in deeper into the thing. And that's how Baby and Wayne did. That's now how Baby and Young Thug are doing. Getting him deeper off into it. Which will lead to more fame and money for that person, but it'll also lead to the deterioration of his morals and his spirit.
All this tension with Lil Wayne trying to leave them now?
Now he's leaving. Now he's mad. See, this is what happened. See, pedophiles, right? I'm an avid fan of Law and Order Special Victims Unit, right? You deal with pedophilia. It goes back to, the mentor-apprentice relationship of ancient Greece. It's a Greek word, love of children, things of that nature. On Law and Order Special Victims Unit, they always show how the pedophile will have a relationship with whoever for a certain amount of time. Then once he gets a little too old, he goes and gets a younger one that's back in the age bracket that he likes. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happening with Lil Wayne and Young Thug and Baby. It's a sick love triangle going on.
Oh boy,
sick. It's disgusting.
Listen, bro. All carnal thoughts aside, women are beautiful. They're wonderful.
That's right.
It's like they have so many things. Like, why on earth would you want to be with a hairy, musty man? Like, it's women. It's like, look at their bodies. Look how they're shaped. It's wonderful. Why would you? I don't get it, man.
Yep. That's crazy. We got to take a look at, and this is a pause and no pun intended, who is behind Young Thug.
Hey, no, when you say that, you gotta say no hey rule.
Yeah, no hey rule.
No hey
rule. Okay.
No hey rule.
Oh man, now watch this. 300 Entertainment. 300 Entertainment is an American independent record label founded by industry veterans Leor Cohen, Jewish guy, Roger Gold, Kevin Liles, and Todd Moskowitz, another Jewish guy. The label currently includes Young Thug. The company is getting backing from a wide range of investors, one of which includes Israeli-American hedge fund billionaire Noam Gottesman. So the Israelis These Jewish people are the ones that are behind Young Thug. They are funding Young Thug. They are engineering Young Thug.
Now here's the crazy thing. You gotta be a damn fool if them Jewish people actually like his music. If you think that they actually got him because they liked his music, you're crazy. There's no way Young Thug is sitting in his CD is sitting in any of their cars or in their household.
That's right. That's true. And these Jewish people, they are the Zionists that are tied to those 13 original families that we're talking about. They're doing the bidding of these 13 original families, the Illuminati. You know, and they're taking black people and utilizing them for their agenda. Go ahead, Salah.
And I'm telling, and at the end of the day, the rappers, Young Thug, they're just pawns in the scheme of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because here's the thing, they're just cool little pawns you can play with. But who the Illuminati, who they will actually go out and try to recruit, they're going to try to recruit congressmen, senators, lawmakers, governors, you know, oil sheiks, people that own countries. Those are the people who they will recruit that could actually sit at the table. You know what I'm saying?
They don't need to recruit a rapper. Rappers have that hunger for fame to where they don't have to do anything. They'll give you $100,000 and you'll do whatever they want you to because you never had anything anyway, you know?
Yeah, because when we say a rapper is a puppet, I mean that term literally. They're lifeless. They're just that they don't even know what they're. See, when we're talking, because I disagree with this notion that Jay-Z or Kanye West is sitting at the table with these guys. They're not,
Hell no.
Hell no. They're not sitting at the table. They are not sitting at the table.
They're too dark. Listen, there are far too many shades dark to sit at that table.
First of all, they don't listen. Now, when we talk about these people, Rockefeller, if we judged how much money he had and put it up in today's currency, he was worth $600 billion. Think about that. Now, we up here talking about Dr. Dre talking about he had $1 billion or 800, like that's a big deal. Rockefeller had 600 of those. Dude, these guys are nowhere in the, and when we talk about these oil sheiks, some of them are worth $200, $300 billion. The reason why they're not in Forbes is because they're not considered entrepreneur. That's why they don't be in Forbes. But there's guys out here worth $200, $300 billion. Puffy, Kanye, all these cats, you're not even in the stratosphere.
Small fries. And on top of all of that, you got these top families that were named at the top of the show. They're worth trillions, a lot of them. The Rothschilds named trillionaires.
Yeah, when you combine them all together, it's like, so they're not sitting at the table. When we say puppets, that means they're being manipulated, and sometimes a lot of them may not even know they're being manipulated.
Yep.
Man, because look at it, like Young Thug, whether he's conscious of what they're doing with him or not, it's all a ploy, man.
Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now I want to get this synagogue of Satan, which we touched on earlier. These Jewish people who are in control of Young Thug and the hip hop industry as a whole. Revelations 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. It just said that this Israeli was a billionaire hedge fund investor. Well, he doesn't sound like he is in poverty or having tribulation. The people that are in poverty and having tribulation are these same black people who they're exploiting. Okay, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So the synagogue of Satan is socially engineering the real Jews. You understand what I'm saying?
Now look at this.
That's the scary part.
This verse is very important because we have to look at the time period in which it was written. Being a Jew in the 1st century was not some glorified thing.
Yep.
So why would it be something someone would want to lie about? You see what I'm saying?
Great question.
People, you know what I'm saying? This is future context. And for people that talk about prophecies, this is a prophecy that's right in your face. When this was written, Jews were just minuscule peasants basically walking around. They had no power in the first century. The Romans took over the land. So why would it would be like me lying about being a bum? You say you're a bum and you're not. Like, why would I want to do that? You say you're or some little country. You say you're an Afghani and you're not. You say you're it's like, why would somebody say that? No, this is speaking of the future. How did the Bible know that these people that call themselves Jews will be ruling the world? And they'll say they are Jews and are not.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because these people lie about being Jews. How did this book know people would be lying about being Jews? Of all people, it would make sense of saying, hey, I lied about being a Greek. I lied about being an Egyptian. I lied about being a Persian, a part of these great empires. But why would somebody want to lie about being a Jew?
Yeah, that's a really great observation right there. Go to the next slide though. Now I want to go to some of the other points in Alice Bailey's 10-point plan. Okay. Use media to promote a change mindset. The greatest channel you need to use to change human attitude is media. So this is why they target us predominantly through the music. That's a part of media. And viral music has become most important. I mean, this brother Alvin can attest. He's a director. You ain't shit if you ain't got a video. You know, your song could be cool, but you need a visual for that song.
Now, we don't even want to talk about this word media and its Persian roots.
Yeah.
But now I'm just going to throw that little footnote out there. We'll probably get back to that. But that calling the promotion of these things media, of all things, right there should let you know there's a rat in the midst.
Yep. yeah. That's true. Use the press, the radio, TV, cinema. You can tell today how successful they have been in implementing the plan over 50 years via media, as well as advertising agencies, billboards, and magazines. Who controls media? The New Age. So much money is pumped into media and advertising, spreading of pornographic material and other sources. Sex outside of marriage is thrown in your face 80 to 90 times a day, more than sex in marriage. Promiscuity is being promoted as natural. You can watch gay sex on TV now in homes where children's minds are being neutralized to sensitivity to these things. So this is how they're doing it with the media. This is how they're doing it with your young thugs and etc.
No, but dude, hold on. When you talk about sex being promoted, bro, the internet is the new Tower of Babel, man. Dude, you listen. The pornographic video stores and all of them, they're going out of business because now you can go on the computer and look up any kind of pornography you wish for $0.00. And you have a unlimited supply of pornographic material just out there. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. As opposed to back in the day, you know, if you wanted pornographic material, you had to go to a store or something. You had to probably put your sunglasses on with a hat and a hoodie on, and you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody see, you know. But now this is what's going to be funny. That prostitution will be legalized in America. I give it maybe 10, 12 years.
Yeah, prostitution is definitely becoming very. And take a look at our music. I mean, women are already referred to as hoes. They've been told they're hoes, so they behave like hoes. Being a hoe is promoted. Usher, I don't mind. Uh, you know,
You know what?
things
Lil
like
Wayne had a song like that.
I
Keep
don't
it.
care if you was a prostitute.
Yeah.
You see that? You see how we're being engineered? And we're just falling. We're just
She
falling
keeping
for
it
it.
real. She keeping it real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. Um, uh, uh, debase art is another thing that they're doing. Another one of the plots of their agenda. Promote new forms of art which will corrupt and defile the imagination of people, because art is the language of the spirit, that which is inside you. You can bring it out in painting, music, drama, etc. Look at the quality of the music that is coming out and the films of Hollywood. See, and going to the music. Music is being debased. The quality of music. Even it's and the crazy thing is, right? Nicki Minaj is totally 100% a part of this agenda, right? We just
Mhm.
proved it by going to a few of her songs. But the funny thing is, just on the surface level of the debasing of the art, which is hip hop music, she spoke to it in one of her recent little documentaries she did on MTV. I seen a little bit of it the other day, and she said I'm writing my verses, and she said I rewrite my verses so they sound harder. She said, but when I hear what's going on the radio, I don't see why I should have to rewrite my verses, because niggas is just putting whatever out, whack verses out anyway. The whole art form of hip hop has been totally debased. It's
Yeah.
totally watered down. You don't have to be a real MC anymore. You don't have to have hard bars. You can literally get on the song and make a plethora of strange noises and incoherent babble like a Young Thug does, like a Lil Wayne does in certain instances, and and
And,
sell.
and once again, I hate praising the white man, but he's a genius. He is a genius, because we had hip hop coming up in the 90s. And what was hip hop in the 90s? Our struggles in the streets, how
Yeah,
we're going to overcome the struggles in the streets and rebuild ourselves with the messages and all that. There was some foolery with it too, but then we have the Southern invasion,
yeah,
which was the down south rap. It all started with Master P. He came along, and since then, the South has taken over rap,
yeah, yeah.
and it's the promotion of laziness, promiscuity. Don't get it twisted. Promiscuity and things like that was a part of rap. But if you go look at Rap City, go look at you go on YouTube, go look at Rap City back in 1994. Look at the videos on there. It's like the only person. Okay, I put it like this: Uncle Luke was special back then because he was the only one that had girls and stuff all over his
He
video.
was
Right
unique.
now, Uncle Luke is just a part of the norm.
Everybody's
He's
Uncle
just
Luke.
everybody's Uncle Luke. Like, he's just a part. He's nothing special today. You
Well,
know.
think about this, right? A huge song was "Pop That," right? Now, "Pop That" featured French Montana, Drake, Rick Ross, and Lil Wayne. Okay, Lil Wayne and Rick Ross is from the South. Ross from Miami at that. So that's expected. This is the type of music that they have always been known for. But then you got a guy from New York and a guy from Canada that pair on that song and do the Uncle Luke thing on that song. And you clearly see, like you said, the South and all that was going on in the South has literally engineered the rest of the country and the content that's being produced
And
by the
here
rest of the
goes.
country. You know, you have to
And
do
here
Southern
goes.
music.
And here goes the. I'm about to drop the hammer. And you had this in your presentation. Atlanta, the gay capital.
Yeah. Ooh, we.
By the goddess Atlanta. And all of the rap music that is anything comes from there.
Yep.
Atlanta owns hip hop. And then this is where we get a rapper who raps with a skirt on, and it's okay. You see this, man? Like,
There we go. There we
uh-oh.
go.
It's the goddess, man. This is what she does. And she's invaded hip hop, which used to be masculine.
Which used to be the females used to want to have to try to be masculine to even get in.
Oh, that's an excellent point. The female rappers used to try to wear the flannel, like MC Light never dressed like a female. Even the feminine, like TLC, they used to dress like little tomboys. You know, it's like that's an excellent point.
You see, so it's like
the only feminine rapper was Little Kim. Little Kim was the only one that would try to dress like. That's an excellent point.
She would dress feminine, but then she would come as a prostitute, basically. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the whole hip hop culture has been totally debased. It's just, I mean, when you got Iggy Azaleas and Macklemore's, this is how you know that the culture has been debased. That the fact that we would even accept some stuff like that to go on.
Can I tell you something that blew my mind the other? Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas.
Yep.
She has a Grammy for rap, and Nas doesn't.
Wow.
Think about that. She has a Grammy for being a rapper, and Nas does not.
And the thing is, right? And a brother told me this last night, or like 2 nights ago, I want to say. He said, I guess he had went out somewhere, and he was just making an observation. I guess it was a fight. He was out somewhere, and there was a fight, and it was a racial fight. It was black versus white fight. And he said, we're the only people. He said we're the only people that don't realize that we're the only people that don't realize that there's extreme racial conflict and that attacks are being made on us. We're the only people that haven't woken up to that fact yet. We're the only people that'll still give these other races a chance. We're the only people who, you know, give people the benefit of the doubt, keep letting people in and keep getting screwed over by these same people, backstabbed by these same outsiders that we let in. But then we just keep doing it over and over and over.
You know what? But what the thing is with that is it's a gift and a curse. By nature, we're naturally loving people.
Yeah.
By nature, that's just who we are. We naturally want to help. We naturally are trusting, and it's messed us up a couple of times. You know, it's good we're that way, but at the same time, we gotta know how to monitor it. You know, it's like it's kind of like a two-edged sword. It's like it's good to be that kind of person, but not at your own detriment.
Exactly, and a lot of times in this day and age, it's happening to our own detriment. Like you said, that's a good point. Get to this next part of the agenda. If sex is free, then make abortion legal and make it easy. This is all a part of the Illuminati agenda. So we understand that through the music that we're listening to, these rappers are promoting certain themes, certain things, promoting elements of immorality that all cohesively work with the Illuminati's agenda. Okay, build clinics for abortion. I remember it was Lil Herb or Lil Bibby, and I mean, he had a song basically alluding to the fact that a girl called him, said she was pregnant. He gave her money for abortion. She didn't want to get the abortion, so he said basically, well, that's another child growing up without a father. This is the type of stuff that young black men think is cool and funny. You see what I'm saying? And they'll put in their music. But yeah, build clinics for abortion, health clinics in schools. If people are going to enjoy the joy of sexual relationships, they need to be free of unnecessary fears. In other words, they should not be hampered with unwanted pregnancies. Abortion, as told by Christians, is oppressive and denies our rights. We have a right to choose whether we want to have a child or not. If a woman does not want the pregnancy, she should have the freedom to get rid of that pregnancy painless and as easy as possible. Today, it is not only accessible, it is forced. Today, abortion is a strategy to curb population control together with the use of condoms and pills. So we see these themes being given to us in rap music. Again, the one night stands, the promiscuity, the easiness that you could give somebody a couple $100s and get an abortion, the use of condoms, things like that.
Yeah.
Number one, we should. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My bad.
I just wanted to say.
No, I was just gonna make a comment. Now, if you're, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just with the condoms and the pills. Number one, the pills, the Depo-Provera shots and pills are destroying the black woman's body. 100%. I got a video I did on it not too long ago. Basically, the black woman's body is totally being destroyed, okay, by the Depo-Provera. Now, the Depo-Provera, what Depo-Provera literally means is depopulate those in favor of the truth. Provera means for truth. Depo is short for depopulate. So literally, they are injecting something into you that they are making really no secret about what it is for and, you know, its intent. Okay, which the truth is who we are as Israelites in the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. They want to keep us from that. They want to depopulate those who that is for. All right. But our women shouldn't be on that pill. You understand what I'm saying? Also, rubbers. Rubbers are also not good. A lot of our sisters are actually allergic to the latex. You see what I'm saying? But the use of these pills and the use of these condoms are promoted often in rap music. Oh, it's safe sex, this, and that. But wait a minute. Why should you be having safe sex? Safe sex should be you are having sex with your person that you are in a marriageable relationship with. You see what I'm saying? That's safe sex. You don't need no condom or no pill for sex to be safe with somebody who you are not sharing with the whole world. You understand what I'm saying? But safe sex, the ideology of the use of condoms and pills perpetuates that promiscuity because, okay, if I have a condom, I can have sex with this girl. She may have something, but I won't get it. I'm not going to get her pregnant with this condom, or she's on the pill, so she's not going to get pregnant, so we can have no strings attached sex. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, now I was just commenting. Now, it can be a little, you could have a conversation with a married couple that can't afford to have another child, and they may use some of these things in order to, like, they still want to have sex, but they can't afford having another child. So in that context, maybe we can have a conversation about what to use in those type of situations, whether it be a condom or a pill. But outside of it, it's problematic. It does promote what you were saying, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is very problematic, and you know it's other mechanisms that we could use. Like you said, if you're not in a situation to where you are ready for another child, but you're involved in a relationship to where you're only dealing with a particular sexual partner, you know, you're in a marriageable relationship. You know, it's other mechanisms. You know, I don't want to get into too many.
Just because
it's other mechanisms.
All I'll say is this. You know, contrary to popular belief, the pull-out method works 85% of the time.
There we go.
That's all I'm saying. Especially if you pee before sex. If you pee before sex, if the man pees, there's a 95% chance she would not get pregnant.
Yeah, man.
And
you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
I would just leave it at that. And go ahead, bro. That's
you know?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right.
Not that I have tried any of these methods. That's what I heard. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I heard that before.
Let me go to this slide. Make divorce easy and legal. Free people from the conception of marriage for life. And again,
oh, this is good. This is very important right here. Read that.
This is what we hear about, you know, in these rap songs. Again, the glorification of the one night stand of, you know, effing bitches and leaving them, and you know all that. This is in every rap song, and this all is working hand in hand with the devil's agenda, the Illuminati agenda. This is why we say they are puppets for the Illuminati. Alice wrote 50 years ago that love has got a mysterious link called the love bomb. It is like an ovum that comes out of the ovary. As it travels through your system, it clicks a love favor in you, and there's one other person in the world who can respond to that love bond. That's dealing with women, because women have the ovaries. So women naturally bond with one man as opposed to the natural use of a man, okay? But it's all things that should be done within the confines of holy matrimony as defined by Yahweh and Yahushua in the Bible. When you see that person, everything within you clicks. That is your man or woman. If you miss him, you will never be happy until the love bond cycle passed for many years. So for you to be happy, get that person at whatever cost. If it means getting him or her out of that marriage, get him or her. That is your man or woman. Don't be held in bondage by the Christian values. It will never come back. What you need is an easily arranged divorce and allow another love bond to come forth just like an ovum comes up. And when it comes forth, you'll enjoy life again. So the whole concept that you could easily marry and unmarry people. And we see that in America especially. Now, last slide. Make homosexuality an alternative lifestyle. Alice Bailey preached 50 years ago that sexual enjoyment is the highest pleasure in humanity. No one must be denied and no one must be restricted how to enjoy themselves. People should be allowed in whichever way they choose they want, whether it's homosexuality or an incest or bestiality, as long as the two agree. And we see homosexuality legalized. We see bestiality to certain degrees being legalized. We see incest being practiced. We see these things, and it's all kind of being pushed through the media, but on us through the music.
And she got this from Crowley, because that was his
Well,
thing.
no, actually, she taught Crawley.
I mean, yeah, I got it backwards.
Yeah, she taught Crawley.
She taught Crowley. It's that doest thou willst.
Exactly. You had basically Madame Blavatsky and Alice Bailey. That's who taught Crawley.
Yes, that's why I got her mixed up with the Madam.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it all works hand in hand. These guys are all been in the same fraternities for some time. Now watch this. Giving so much freedom to gay rights that a time will come when it is illegal for a preacher to mention homosexuality as an abomination in the eyes of God.
Whoa. Hold on. You're trying to tell me if a preacher says homosexuality is an abomination, he can get fined or penalized?
That's the agenda, and we see it happening. We see churches losing their 501c3 charter for tax exemption for denying homosexuals in their congregation. We see that happening.
And you know, and here's the thing. This new creature that is a living oxymoron called the gay preacher. It exists. It is a walking oxymoron.
Yep.
A gay you know, man, listen. Now watch this. Now let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. You got two kinds of. There is salvation for a particular gay man, and I'm gonna tell you the kind it is, where you have a dude who is attracted to the same sex, and he knows it's wrong. He prays every day, trying to be delivered of this thing, and he may fall short, but each day he's living, he's trying to heal himself from this vice that he has. Now there might be salvation for that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you're not acting, yeah, it could be. If you have that demon, because that's what it is. Let's just get back, down to what it is. It's a damn demon that's on you.
Yeah.
But you're not actively engaging in that or falling victim to that. Then
you're trying your hardest to quit it, and you may fall short a couple times, but you're really, it's not right, and that's your vice. Now that person, there's only so much you can say about that person.
Yeah, hasn't totally given himself over, to this to that demon. You see what I'm saying? We got to fight it. The scriptures speak about our spirit and our flesh warring against each other. So all of us deal with our spirit and flesh warring against each other on one degree or another. We all deal with that. So if you allow your spirit to conquer that flesh, in any instance, you could receive a pardon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But when you do this, this is where you mess up. Well, God made me this way, so I'm gonna do it because that's how I am. See, now when you do that, you're done.
Exactly. Finish this final slide soon. We finish this out. Giving so much freedom to gay rights that a time will come when it is illegal for a preacher to mention homosexuality as an abomination in the eyes of God, or to read scriptures publicly that talk about homosexuality. And we're getting deeper and deeper off into that. But that's pretty much it. Let me give my sources. A book called Blue Blood, True Blood, Conflict and Creation by Stuart A. Swerdlow, Billboard.com, Musically.com, and Initiation, Human and Solar by Alice Bailey. These are my sources for today. Again, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You got any more comments, brother? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and interesting about Alice Bailey. All of you David Icke fans with the reptilian conspiracy stuff, his master teacher is Alice Bailey.
Yeah. That whole reptilian ideology, that madness.
He's Lucifer. He is a Luciferian. Some of the stuff anyway.
Yeah, and that's funny that you mentioned it, because a brother literally just this past Saturday at camp, a brother walked up to us and was talking to us, asking us, do we ever read David Icke books? And I was like, who the hell is that? And then he was talking about the reptilian. I was like, yeah, that's madness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his master teacher is Alice Bailey. Like, he wrote a book, and it's almost word for word Alice Bailey.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's madness. But thanks, Gorilla Hebrew, for the good presentation. We'll come back next week with something. We're out to rebuild Israel. Even if you don't consider yourself to be Israel, we do. Okay, so
exactly.
We're gonna bring this stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? So shalom, everybody.